More Bloopers is an episode of me and Mickey from season 3. This is the last one from season 3 that I have to watch, and there's not much to say, but I do have some things to praise. Usually, when I watch me and Mickey, I like to see how educational it is, if there are any good messages. This is just a blooper reel, so that's not really going to be the case. But as I said, I still think there's a lot here that we can praise. So there will technically be spoilers as I discuss what happens in this. And it is quite simply a blooper reel over the course of a few minutes. And I think it did a really good job. First of all, the bloopers are very brief. They're only a couple of seconds each, and we're just jumping from one to the next. The pacing is fantastic. It never slowed down. We have a nice variety of locations to keep it engaging, and they're not all in order either. For example, we have some at the campsite and then some back at the house, but we jump back and forth between the different locations. So that's also brilliant, I think, for holding attention and keeping it varied, and we're not just having all from one episode and then from another. It wouldn't have been the worst thing if they'd decided to do that, and going chronologically would have made sense. And in a way, it would have helped us, I guess, enjoy the entirety of season 3 in a snapshot way, but by jumping back and forth between the settings, it just makes it a little bit more engaging and unpredictable. And we also have other characters featured. Minnie is in this and Donald's in it, and that obviously is an absolute joy. And it also highlights that, as Mickey points out, he made a lot of silly mistakes, and I like the fact that here we have Mickey Mouse making mistakes, things not going according to plan. And it's always nice to just be reminded that even cartoon mice aren't perfect. So I think that's a nice message as well. The only thing I personally didn't love is the constant, well, frequent use of the rubber chicken. But if young children, if the target audience find rubber chickens to be amusing, then so be it. I don't care for them. I think as a child I probably wouldn't have cared for them. I can't really remember. But if it's for the target audience, then that's absolutely fine. It's good fun. It's very well edited. The pacing is great. There's a really lovely variety in there. Obviously, the animation is great. And it's believable as well. I know it's an animated show. I know the bloopers were created for the purpose of this episode. But it's so easy to buy into. I genuinely believed I was watching real bloopers. And that obviously is just a wonderful experience. Great fun. Obviously not the most educational. There aren't really any lessons in this other than people make mistakes. And instead of getting upset about it, let's just have some fun. So that's a pretty good message. And it's certainly a fun way to end season 3 of Me and Mickey.